We are in Brooklyn, the home. With the Nets for an interconference matchup right here. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, here's Vassell. Clock at 6. Pass to Sohan. And the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Just 2 to shoot. Well, we don't expect up and down doors. Fast basketball. These teams prefer to operate in the half court. They're very methodical. It's fun to watch.
Hey, good basketball, regardless of the pace at which it's run, is good basketball. And with these two teams, movement, screening, high IQ offensive basketball, I'm here for that.
Here's Vassell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Thomas. They get the rebound. Claxton. Oh, he jams it right over Wembanyama.
Oh, my goodness. That is an absolutely insane finish by Nick Claxton.
Ball looking over the floor. A 3 from Wembanyama. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Finney Smith with it to the right side. Pass to Thomas. From past the arc. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Vassell, no good.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Here's Collins. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Paul. Uncovered. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Well, how about being on the other end of a nice pass? Chris Paul usually sets guys. That time he is set.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Spurs making a switch here. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Here's Hampton. In the corner, Collins with it. Here's Hendricks. And it's Hampton, top of the key. Johnson left side. Here's Sohan. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nets leading by 5. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Thomas. Claxton trying to free himself up.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
The offensive rebound. Wembanyama high post. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hampton. Thomas with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Thomas. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Here's Vassell. He sticks that one in from 20. Feet away. Vassell's got 6 points.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. It's the Nets now. It's a 5-point game. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Johnson outside. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Clowney, good.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Passing, no good. Brooklyn leading by 7. Pass to Hendricks. Down low. Here's Clowney. Makes it off the glass. Clowney's got 4 points this quarter. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Hendricks, and he drops it in from the low post. Hendricks has got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Bassie. And it falls over the rim and in.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
Now Schroeder, scoreless thus far. From deep three-point land. Hendricks, good. And the Nets lead by 12.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Here's Champagny. Pass to Castle. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. Going inside.
Castle so good up and down the lane.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Nets. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. On the wing, Johnson.
15 substitutions on the court.
To the middle. Here's Whitehead. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 10. Wembanyama outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
1:43 left in the second quarter. Now, here's Hampton. He has 5. Thomas, it's a wide open look. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Vassell. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And now, just a 4-point Nets lead.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
It's Thomas on the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And the technical free throw is good.
Boy, when you talk about rhythm scorer, the first guy or one of the first guys to come to mind is Cam Thomas. Very difficult to slow him down when he gets on a heater.
And the rejection by Claxton. Outside Collins. It's Thomas on the wing. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Count the basket.
If Cam Thomas is playing pick and roll and he's got the ball, you know he wants to play for him.
And it's Vassell in the corner. And good that time. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Right side, Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Vassell. Thomas's shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Vassell. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 5.
22.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brooklyn leading by 5. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Vassell wide open. No good from outside. It's the Nets now. Hampton with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Pass to Claxton. Back to Collins. Claxton with it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Such a wide open look. Thomas got the first points of the second half here for the Nets.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Wembanyama, a screen. Ball outside. In the corner, Sohan with it. On the wing, Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Thomas with the steal. Pass to Hampton. Claxton with it. 6 points for him. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Thomas. Here's Claxton. Tries a 3. Sinks the triple. Claxton's got 9 points. Spurs trailed by 10. Pass to Vassell. There's the triple. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And now Vassell knocking down a 3 of his own.
Out to the wing. And Thomas has it in the corner. Screen by Claxton. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Thomas putting that pass on time and on target. Love to see it from that score.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent. You don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Schroeder. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Clowney. Back to Johnson. Here's Hendricks. Covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Fires from the wing. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Nets leading by 6. And that one is hammered home.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And here is Vassell. He's got 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Now Schroeder. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Clowney. No good. Shot missing. Here's Bassett. Barnes outside. Puts up a 3. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. To the left wing. Here's Bassett. Off target from outside. Here's Hendricks. He has 7. Here's Johnson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6.
32.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Spurs trail by 6. Wesley with the ball. Hendricks pulls it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Buries it down low. Hendricks has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Claxton. And here is Hampton. They get it again. That one's not going to go. Ball outside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Brooklyn now. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Screen by Claxton. Shoots from the baseline. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Barnes outside. Barnes the screen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
For the three. A rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Wembanyama down low. Good defense by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Hendricks. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Paul outside. Pass to Vassell. It's stolen. Claxton with it. Covered by Barnes. Thomas outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 9.
Corner pocket, corner 3. Cam Thomas shaking free.
They get it back.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to Claxton. And stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. And that one's good. Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboard.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Screen by Claxton. They get it back. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Spurs trailed by 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Launches it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Hendricks. Over Barnes. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Nick Claxton.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks.